So guys, it's your favourite Ginger here, coming at you with another video. Before you watch this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and make sure you titty slap that notifications button. Enjoy the video. There you go, 226. Like 2 days post high day weight. So, yeah, extra fullness. Right team, yes, 226, buff. You know, that's what we're weighing at, 226 this morning, eh? There you go, you see what I mean? Nice sort of high day, you know, coming into this 11 weeks out. And I know things are going to get real, you know. We're going to get Wednesday, we're going to check in. And I know that sounds probably going to want to step me up a little bit. I reckon things are going to get nasty now, so it's going to be interesting. And I can't wait, you know, I need to get real fucking lean and pilled for this show, you know. I need to bring my attributes, you know, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be the biggest guy on stage because my first time from being a junior to being an adult, getting in the big boys, you know what I mean? So there's going to be some blokes in there that may go from, you know, doing my show to go then win on the Arnolds, you know, because the Arnolds is 4 weeks after. So it's going to be like, there's going to be a tough competition. Anyway, I'm going to talk about something today because I feel like it's something that needs to be spoken about. After doing my Instagram Q&A, right, after doing Instagram Q&A yesterday on the Sunday, freaking amount of questions about Peds. Now, I think this is a YouTube video thing we're going to discuss in our weekly update video. It seems to come across that everyone thinks Peds is the answer. It's the answer to your fucking progress. So, do you actually really need Peds to progress? So, like, this discussion that we're going to have in this video, obviously, it's a bit controversial because, like, it's not controversial at all, you know. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be spoken about. Because it seems like the frequently asked questions is always about Peds. And it's always like, oh, you know, do I need this? Do I need to take this? What about this, that, this? And it's like, do you actually need Peds to progress? Now, if you want to be Mr. Olympia, you're going to need to take some PEDs. Yes, you will at some point, you know. Even like the best genetic person we've ever seen who got to the Mr. Olympia but was placing, you know, wasn't placing where he wanted to place, Ronnie Coleman, eventually had to start taking a bit of stuff to obviously excel into the sport. That is something, fair enough. But the people asking these questions, I see that aren't the ones that look like they're going to be competing. You know, it seems to be more like lifestyle people, or people who want to challenge themselves in the gym, etc., get the best physique they can possibly can. And to be honest, you don't need to be taking the Peds. You know, you need to be training properly. You need to be getting that nutrition dialed, you know. That's where you want to be. So, is Peds necessary? No, absolutely not. That is my opinion. I don't think Peds are necessary for you to get lean, to get fucking big. You know, you can get a certain level big without PEDs. Do PEDs help? Yes, they will help your recovery, but what's the main factor here for you actually putting on some muscle tissue? It's going to fall down to your nutrition and it's going to fall down to your training. The PEDs, you could take all the PEDs in the world, but if you train like a cupcake and you eat like a fairy, you ain't putting on shit. Nothing's happening, mate. You're just going to look the same. And I've seen people do that who take cycles. You see them in the gym and they don't change. And they don't, you know, they don't need to be on it. They probably actually be better not on it because then they'll be focusing on their nutrition more and focusing on their training more, realising these are the fucking fundamental variables they need to be fucking focusing on in order for them to scale weight their body weight up or get lean in order to then push back up. I think what people lose is the process of it all, you know. If we want to get big, we have to get lean first, be nice and responsive to food, to then push up. I mean, I coach guys, and I've got plenty of natural guys who blow people out the water who I know are on PEDs, who I go to the gym, absolutely smash pounds on, you know, and they completely transform their physiques, completely natural. You know, until you get to a point where you think you need to then progress into that next level. Well, there you go, but that's not what's going to cause the growth, if that makes sense. It's going to allow you to then excel with your nutrition and train and recover from your training in order to go to that next level. So the PED itself, right, Peds itself aren't the fundamental factor. It's like, oh, I'm going to do a cut. You don't need to take tren, right? You need to obviously get yourself in a calorie deficit, train like a hard motherfucker, and obviously control your energy balance. You know, that's the first fundamentals of weight loss and weight gain is energy balance. So I think that's where the focus should be there. You know, the icing on the cake is the Peds. So the answer to the question to this little bit segment of this video is No, we need to, I think people's focus needs to change a little bit. You see something, it's like, I'm going to blow up. How many people do we hear this, oh, I'm going to blow up, I'm going to take some Deca. It's like, cool, what are you eating? You know, what are you doing for your output? Like, are you controlling your output? What's an output? What's energy balance? It's like, right, training, nutrition, like these people could actually, all right, okay, you want to get big? Okay, so I'm going to increase my calories by 500 and see where I'm at in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to control my steps, and, you know, so I'm going to control my output, so I'm going to be doing no more than 7,000 steps. I think I could get away with that. That's going to be my target, daily target. That's what I'm going to aim. I don't want to get any over that. I'm going to get a little bit under than that, but that's okay. But I'm not going over that. I don't want to put some muscle tissue on. You know, I'm nice and lean now. I'm responsive. Like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to push food to the max. You know, and then 2 weeks time. Oh yeah, okay, nice, look pretty good. Keep on going. 4 weeks time. I was stalling a little bit. We push food a little bit more. Do you see what I mean? Why isn't that should be the main focus? That should be your focus, not I'll just take some Deca. So in terms of like gym progress and bettering your physique, no, they're not necessary. You know, and people will you realise that when you start taking this very seriously, that isn't the fundamentals. It's interesting to talk about. Don't get me wrong. Like this video right here. This will probably get more views than another video because I'm using the word PEDs. You know, I'm saying something, are PEDs necessary to grow? Are PEDs necessary to progress? And no, absolutely not. Where are we? Depending on your goals, there may be a time where for you to go to that next level, you may need to utilise. But for 99.9% of the people, it's not necessary. However, am I against people using it? No. Absolutely not. As long as you're being responsible, I don't think I have a problem. Each to their own at the end of the day. Each to their own. I thought I'd just mention this video. I've mentioned this in the video because it's something that's frequently coming up in Instagram Q&As. Probably going to do an IGTV on it, to be honest. Anyway, let's get back to the detail. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe. You're going to see me. I'm currently 11 weeks out. And I'm sweating my tits off. You know why? Because it's about 28 degrees in my fucking flat. And I ain't got the windows open. Eat some food. Oh, not bad. Steak, potatoes, and a bit of greens. Air fryer, gonna be your best friend. Look at that, it's like a chip. Bit of garlic on there. Good for the sweat, good for the farts. Lovely. Oh yeah. Who's that? Who stinks? Me. Garlic boy. Plenty of salt on the food. No ketchup at the minute. Reason being I couldn't be asked to buy it. I just can't be asked. They've stopped selling low sugar ketchup in Lidl, and I can't be asked to go Sainsbury's to go get low sugar ketchup. Fuck that. I do have to go to Lidl Sainsbury's sometimes to get bagels. But then I live opposite the mini Tesco, so I'm not going. I just can't be arsed. They didn't even sell low sugar ketchup in there. That's the reason why. It's not because I'm fucking hard or trying to be a psycho or anything. I would have it, but I don't need it. And I can't be fucked to go to fucking Sainsbury's. Just for ketchup. Fuck it off. It's not off season, you know what I mean? This food's going down like that. There you go, team. 2:25 on Wednesday. That's where we're at. Bang on 225. It's 100 keys. Team in the kitchen. So obviously weighed in at 225. That's a pound heavier than yesterday. But we trained yesterday and the day before was a rest day. So obviously you're going to have some like fullness, etc. Food's a little bit higher. So, well, it's actually significantly higher. So yeah, you can see that. My chest definitely has lost some fat here. I don't look like I've got fucking like gynecomastia as much. You see what I mean when I said about the band of fat? Do you remember me in my off season where I said I have that band of fat? You can sort of see it here still, but it's like from the front and my pecs are a lot more round. Sorry, I also have that ingrowing hair here that I've picked and can't get it out, so you know that might be a job for the wife. So pound heavier than yesterday. This is interesting for you guys to watch though. This is why I'm doing it, because your weight will fluctuate, especially in a dieting phase, in prep, etc. Obviously, I'm taking it to the extreme, but a lot of you who watch him may be doing like your own dieting phase, or have a coach who you're doing a dieting phase with, where you sometimes worry and sometimes like it gets in here, you know. But reach out to your coach, reach out to that person, and even listen to me if you're by yourself. It's going to happen. Don't worry about it. We go on what we look like. Yeah, as we can see from here, the chest is a little bit rounder. We lost a little bit of fat here. You can sort of see that, you know. So you don't need to worry about it. Sent my pics off to Sass. To be honest, I'm a little bit like, yeah, still a really fat bastard. When I mean fat bastard, I mean soft. Don't like, you know, I know what I mean. A soft, should I say soft bastard. And, you know, I'm sitting at like 11, well, we're 11 and a half weeks out. it's going to be interesting. I think he's going to step things up a little bit, you know. It's probably inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. We need to be getting in shape. And, yeah, hopefully we'll see what he does. At the end of the day, he's the boss, so we do what he says, and that's the most important thing. Anyway, I'm going to pose for yous. You can see what I'm looking like, half naked. Still too fat for that last one. My fucking waist trainer. Piece of shit. Keep that there. That's my vagina trainer. It's really good. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Right, so team, yes. How do you like the angle? Make me look a bit shorter. It does. Not too bad. I did my hair today. Not too bad. Do you see what I mean? I need to get it trimmed though. It's getting a bit too long here. I've seen an acceleration of growth on my hair and my beard. Bit weird, but soon it'll probably start falling out as we get deeper into prep, because that is prep. For some reason my hair falls out a little bit more when I'm prep. Maybe because drugs are higher. You're not feeding yourself. You're not like well fed, if that makes sense. So things are all over the place. So let's get stuck into it. So you see me half naked. You see what's going on. We're going to get stuck into changes. Obviously, we spoke about doing the Peds to make progress. You know, is it necessary? Obviously, that was in terms of for majority of people, you know, people outside of the competitive bodybuilding realm. Obviously, I spoke about my views on a little bit about competitive bodybuilding. I want to be Mr. Olympia, something you have to do. So, I want to get to Mr. Olympia. That is one of my goals in life, to get to there, to get to the pro ranks and be the best I possibly can be. So, obviously, I take anabolics. So, we've got some changes here, and I'm going to talk about a few things. You know, obviously, this is suited to me. Like, first or foremost, this is what I'm doing. This doesn't need to be what you need to do if you want to jump on certain things. I have to make sure that this is only entertainment purposes only. You know, it's what I'm doing. This is my journey, and this is my prep, and this is what we're doing. You know, I do document everything, and at the end of the day, transparency's got to be. It's got fuck off, fly. Get out of here, you cunting me off already. Transparency's got to be spoken about. So, changes. As you can already see on the screen, you're going to see the changes are there. So, we're 11 weeks out this Sunday. Up cardio to 30 minutes of cardio from 20. We're going to add up our test. We're going to add tren. We're going to add clen and add anavar pre-workout only. So, we've got no changes to food, as we're going to have a high day this Friday, because Friday's a training day for me, and Saturday isn't. So, high day this Friday, yet again, have another KFC. Fucking hell. The geezer over there knows me on a first name, but he has a look at me and he's like, alright, bro. He knows me. The worst thing is, I go into a fast food restaurant and the geezer knows me. He knows me. That's like levels of obesity. They're going to have a fright when I go in there and I got all that skinny head syndrome. They'll be like, are you alright? Yeah, you need one of these. You need one. Have two. And get Chanel's meal free then. Food doesn't change. This is my training day diet and my rest day diet. As you can see, rest day food is a little lower. I've already spoke about this. You know, we're probably on about 100. I think it's about 150 gram of carb. I'd have to look at it actually. So obviously the cycle. We've got the cycle on here. So obviously I'm going to show you what it is at the end of the day. Remember, these dosages are suited to me and where I am in my career. So please do not try and imitate this. Some part of me feels like this is reckless to put this on here, but some part of me feels like this needs to be said, needs to put on, and hopefully that YouTube don't ban me. So let's say, in the anabolic apples here, yeah, YouTube, anabolic apples we're talking about, apples, red and greens, apples, golden apples, Minecraft. Right, they're gone. Okay, so Test 600 milligrams of test a week. That's been increased to 400. EQ staying the same at 300 milligrams. And with 100 milligrams of Tren a week. So as you can see, you know, people doing stupid dosage of Tren, 100 milligrams is all you need. 20 mcgs of Clen in there, and we have our 25 milligrams of Anavar. That's going to be only on pre-workout, you know, for a pre-workout boost. That's going to be in there as we obviously are coming down, because what we want to do here, the reason we're putting our obviously increases in drugs here, is that we want to maintain performance as we come down in body fat. And obviously we've got 2R user growth in there as well. So obviously what I was talking about just before I butted in about, obviously I'm taking 2R user growth, but you could read that in anyway, is that the whole idea here is that we are introducing drugs to make, well, basically introducing the cycle or increasing the cycle to maintain performance as we decline in body fat. Because what happens is that we usually get a decline in performance as if when we're pulling body fat fast, when body fat, we're losing weight fast, if that makes sense. You know, the biggest thing here is we want to maintain performance. And if I want to be the biggest and fullest and most shredded I can be, we need to keep performance in the gym. I need to keep maintaining my lifts. I need to be increasing my, especially at 11 weeks out, I should be increasing them. Increasing lifts, keeping it controlled. Sessions should be fucking banging, and we should be on the uprise in terms of performance. I.e., that's going to correlate into me holding onto my tissue, what I do have, what I've earned, you know, in the last 2.5 years to build. I'm going to hold on to as much as that as we burn body fat off us. You know, this is the reason why we have the cycle in here. This is the behind. This isn't to harden up. This isn't all this kind of shit. This isn't that. No, we're 11 fucking weeks out. This is about holding on to our performance. This is where it is. Anyway, there's a lot of drugs to speak about in this video, because I've kind of been like, you don't need to take PEDs if you want to get big or you want to get lean, but that's for the 99% of the people who don't compete. If you're a competitive bodybuilder, there will be a stage where you will be like, okay, I need to take some bits. It's just the way it is when you're getting into elite sport. At the end of the day, I reckon, this is my views, it happens across all sports. You get to a point where everyone's doing little bits, you want that edge over the next competitor. All we got to do is look into the WADA list of banned athletes and just see the vast amount of athletes who are getting caught doing this. And just because they've been caught, they're not the only ones doing it. Anyway, that is the update in this. I need to put the fan back on because it's getting really hot, because it is one of the hottest days, maybe the hottest day of the year today. It's Wednesday, it's a rest day. I've got S&C classes tonight to do, which I'm really looking forward to. Can talk to clients all day. It's going to be epic. It's just great. It's a fantastic day. Plus, we're filming. It's fucking incredible. Tomorrow is a push session, so we'll film a bit of food push sessions, push fucking workout, get massive.com. It's going to be awesome. Back from the gym, it is the evening, and I'm going to wrap this video up. Obviously, 11 weeks out, well, we're 11 weeks out Sunday. It is currently Thursday. finished off the video with a session, you know what I mean? And we laid it all on the table this week. We've laid it all on the table. We should see some real nice changes coming on for now as we get into the 10 weeks out moment. So it's going to be bloody interesting. And it's going to be epic. Bear with me, the wife's ringing me. Right, team. Anyway, on that note, she's giving me the ring. We've got to go Sainsbury's. Got to get my high day stuff for tomorrow. Extra bagels. I've got to get some potatoes as well, because the ones I did have are going to be smelly and mouldy. Woo! They got to fuck off. And we got to get some cookies as well. So, well, that'll do. We're going to get tighter. It's going to get awesome. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.